Hello everybody, welcome back to the Night Best Legends video. We've got a reaction video. We're going to be reacting to the new collection event for this season. Just aired a couple hours ago. We're just waking up, so we're just going to get right into it. Let's just see how it goes. Alright, all love. Hope to see y'all out there, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye.
Get ready, this one's ours. Dyer's dead. Just got one more and I'm good.
That was sick.
Simple in and out. You got this, Nita.
Oh wow, they're kind of gonna do like a space suit outfits for everybody.
1 and 10. Go back to boot camp.
Yes. Yep, and we have the Death Scythe too for Revenant. So we have an heirloom. We have the brand new maps back to original to how they were, which everybody's opinion, even mine, Kings Canyon, is totally garbage. And I'm so glad that they did that.
Come on, bro. Jimmy's got your back. They did this to both of us.
I know what I came for. I'll get it one way or another.
And I knew that they were gonna do that. I thought they were gonna bring back Skulltown somehow in like the old maps, but I didn't know how they were gonna do it. They were gonna, in my opinion, I knew that they were probably gonna bring it to like an arenas map. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They love ending it with her doing that. I think it's kind of funny. Genesis collection event. Alright, well, not too much to go on all of it, but okay, we got a new heirloom, we get an arenas map of Skulltown, and then we get the original maps back, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, as I said, not too much. Revenant's not my main, but all the Revenant mains are going to be pretty excited for new heirloom. And yeah, that's all I can really give them much, guys, on reaction. So I guess we'll see, hopefully, an actual gameplay here in a couple days. So let's hopefully be prepared for that. Known for the new events, new patches do come out, so we're going to go over the patches and everything too. So, obviously, on what we know with all the maps and arenas and everything like that. So, let's just get right into it. Store offers unlimited bundles available throughout the event. Let's do Octane first. Launchpad cooldown increase from 60 to 90 seconds. That's whatever. Revenant slightly slimmed down hitbox. Climb height significantly increased. Significantly. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to be climbing pretty high now. Silence duration from 20 to 15 seconds, which is amazing because, in my opinion, I thought the silence was also way too long, so that was good. Reduced duration, death protection by 5 seconds while using the death totem. And lifeline, increased hitbox size, mostly in the legs and waist. Bloodhound, Eye of the Allfather, scan reveal time decreased from 4 seconds to 3 seconds, and that's amazing for Bloodhound, so pretty much he can scan if... Yeah, like every 3 seconds, so it's going to be like every 1 second to us while we're in game, which that's awesome. All the Bloodhound mains are probably going to go crazy over that. Beast of the Hunt duration increased from 35 seconds to 30 seconds. Time can still be added by downing enemies. I don't know. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Watson major buff. Watson can now place more than one Nessie on the map at any time with her epic emote. I don't know if you could call that a major buff. Placing Nessies everywhere, but whatever. I think that was kind of unnecessary, but it's kind of cool that in-game that you're going to be able to do that. All the Watson mins are probably going to be placing Nessies everywhere. Weapon balance updates for the P20. Even though they already did it. It's kind of weird. Increased fire rate from 6.25 to 7. Damn. increased base ammo from 12 to 14, increased level 1 mag from 14 to 16, increased level 2 mag from 16 to 18, increased level 3 and level 4 mag from 18 to 21. Damn, so the P20 is also, besides for the damage buff that it got, it's going to get an ammo buff too as well. Because I think taking out the hammer points, you have to buff up these guns a little bit, you know what I mean? Which Mozam, in my opinion, has always been really good, which I think like 1 or 2 bullets probably could have been good, and they added 2 bullets, and they made it pretty good still even then. It still hits, even without the hammer point, so I don't know if people are complaining too much about the hammer point, but I still think it's alright. It's balanced. Spitfire, increased hipfire spread. Dev note, the Spitfire has continued to perform, so we are hitting its close range hipfire accuracy, which could help bring it in line. I don't know why it's increased hipfire spread. Just makes no sense. I don't know why they keep doing stuff for the Spitfire, because the Spitfire, in my opinion, is absolute garbage. But it's whatever. 30-30 repeater, slightly increased projectile speed. Reduced charge time from 0.5 to 0.35 seconds. 30-30, in my opinion, also sucks. I hate the 30-30 repeater. I don't like having it in my hand. I'd rather use fists than my 30-30. But longbow damage increased from 55 to 60. That is amazing, because longbow, it's really easy to get those 4K badges and just farm those damage and then just knock people. It's really easily, because longbow does hit really good. And a lot of people use the longbow, but that's just in my opinion too as well. No, arenas updates. Arenas Skull Town. Yes, we already know. Weapon prices. I don't know what those.
And for the rest of the video, it's pretty much going to be working on arenas. So if you don't really care about arenas and you don't really care about the patch notes, then you can just pause this video and then just cut it here, and that'll be it. But if you don't, just go ahead and pause it right here to also get these weapon prices. The weapon prices changed. So I hope you guys
Arthur
just
1 level 2
following that
upgrade,
along.
300 to 350, and G7 Scout 350 to 400. G7 Scout level 3 upgrade 250 to 200. Sorry, 30-30 is 350 to 400. The 30-30 level 3 upgrade is 250 to 200. And that's the weapon prices for arenas. Utility prices: Arcstar 100 to 125, gold backpack 250 to 300, and I'll keep it kind of on the screen for you so you can kind of read it too. Even then, I'm still gonna go over it. Legend ability prices: Crypto EMP 600 to 500, Crypto Drone 100 to 50, Revenant Death Totem 600 to 500, Lifeline DOC Drone to 50 to 75, Fuse Knuckle Cluster 150 to 75, and Bloodhound Ult 350 to 450. And if I'm going too fast, you just go ahead and pause the video. Make it easier for you. Legend ability adjustments. Oh jeez. Pathfinder's grapple starting charges reduced from 2 charges from 3. This is all for arenas. If you don't like the arenas or whatever, you just, you can go ahead and skip this. Pathfinder grapple starting charges reduced from 2 charges from 3. Pathfinder's zipline cooldown increase from every other round. Rampart's Sheila cooldown reduced from 3 seconds to every other round. Watson interception pylon round cooldown increased from every round to every other round. Octane's launchpad cooldown increased from every round to every other round. So I'm pretty sure every ability, passive, tactical, whatever, is going to be every other round. Other. Added a scoreboard to the map screen. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can now report players by pressing space Y in the map screen. Okay. From round 3 and onward, you'll now start a shield battery in addition to 2 syringes and 2 shield cells. That's a pretty big deal. Care packages will also land 5 seconds earlier to make the contained weapons a more viable option before the round closes out. 6 times scope moved the base sniper weapons to level 1 upgrade. It's not bad. I really don't prefer snipers in arenas, but to each his own. Arenas map adjustments. Okay, we're going to go over the maps now. Party Crasher adjusted circle logic to favor downtown a bit more. Simplified the mini-map's visual language. Phase Runner raised cover height on the certain drops throughout the map to prevent unfair advantages to large rig legends. That's also kind of true, because I feel like on certain sides it's faster to get into the position than the other side. So I think they kind of, I don't know, they need to fix that somehow. Added a few trees to reduce the ease of spawn sniping. Huh. I didn't think there was anything. Arena's bug fixes. The UI for Purple Devotion now shows the attached turbocharger. Players will no longer be chosen as jump masters during the legend select screen. Updated, the sniper stock will show an empty slot when needed and can no longer when stuck in the crouch position after dying while reviving a teammate during a round in arenas. Quality of life changes. Valkyrie, Rampart, and Misk. Updated fuel gauge UI will better indicate when you are using fuel and when you are running low. Will now have custom animations for LMG reload, have no impact on her current reload times. Added VO for when the ultimate is ready or not ready. When your ultimate gets to 100%, you'll be prompted to tell your team with the new VO for each legend. At any point in time, you can ping your ultimate icon in your inventory to show your teammate what percentage you're at in quick chat. Added VO for when you enter a replicator so your teammates know in crafting won't leave you behind, probably. Added VO for pinging a friendly trident, in addition to the neutral and enemy states that already exist. You can now turn off FOV scaling when certain abilities are used. Look into the options. Reduce the frequency of ring endings near out-of-bounds areas, like canyon walls or map edges. Healing items will now play the entire healing sound when used by other players instead of just the beginning and ending. Muting players will now also mute text to speech. Bug fixes. Bloodhound, Caustic, and Fuse. Passive tracker icons will no longer be shown in the end of the game screen. But for Bloodhound, Caustic fixed an issue with enemies not getting highlighted when in Caustic's knocked gas. I've actually experienced that as well. Fuse, players can now see the number of grenades in the grenade stack and viewed on the floor. Fix the 1P arm color on board to death to match the 3P view. Fuse will no longer produce a third arm when ADSing and using the tactical at the same time. Gibraltar. Being stuck by a direct hit of Fuse's knuckle cluster will no longer cause Gibraltar's gun shield to take unnecessary damage. Gibby's ultimate will no longer damage a friendly's Horizon ult. Which, yeah, that's kind of crappy if it ever did that. I haven't experienced that because in my opinion, I don't use Gibby. Watson a little bit, but I haven't had to go up against the Gibby yet. So I haven't had to experience that. Horizon's tactical will no longer ascend Caustic's gas traps or Octane's jump pads to the heavens. Horizon's tactical. Really? Huh. As long as you just use Octane's jump pads, right? Fix an issue with the appearance of Horizon's teeth when using the golden Boston skin. I don't know. It sounds kind of weird. Lifeline. Lifeline will no longer use Wraith's animations while in the boxing ring. Enemy care packages will now have loot if the enemy lifeline leaves the game before it lands. Fixed an issue that has preventing Lifeline's tactical from functioning properly while in caustic gas. There's a lot of issues in arenas. I don't know. I'm really glad that they're fixing it because this is a lot. Loba completed another pass to prevent Loba from getting into unallowed areas. Fixed an issue causing Loba's tactical to improperly fail on the Phase Runner map in arenas. Fixed an issue that caused Loba's tactical to be improperly distributed by Horizon's activity lift. Mirage. Connected an issue with Mirage flickering while in the lobby. Octane fixed obstructed ADSing while using the compound bow in the 3x sight. Pathfinder can no longer swap weapons faster if the holster animation is cancelled. Did a zipline pass on Arena's map to prevent Pathfinder getting into unfair positions. Rampart. Fixed a logic error while using Wraith Portal and Sheila at the same time. Did a pass to allow more places to place amped walls on Olympus. Fixed an audio issue with Rampart's tactical when in close quarters. Fixed an issue with Sheila's disappearing off of Rampart's back of shot during an emote. Players no longer fall under the ground when using Sheila on certain slopes. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Revenant. Death Totem can now be damaged in firing range. I don't know. That's also something I never really realized. Valkyrie. Did an environmental pass to prevent Valkyrie from entering areas not meant to be entered. Amped cover will no longer push players into GEO if Skyward Dive is indicated near it. Valkyrie's ult UI will no longer remain on screen if observer switches to another POV. First-person view no longer instructed when using a shield battery. Fixed an issue with players not being able to cancel being hooked up to Valk's ult. Watson no longer uses Wraith's animation in the boxing ring. The Nessie that Watson leaves behind with her epic emote should no longer fall overhead while using a legendary skin. Wraith addresses a bug that sometimes caused with Wraith's portal to improperly appear as often as player entered in just before it closed. Other. Whoa. That's a lot of other stuff. Alright. We're going to go over it. Other. Fixed a bug when players have to play one ranked game after a season or split reset for the reset to fully take effect. Note that players who have not played a ranked game recently before this update will still have to play one more game of ranked with their RP chart changing before this bug is completely fixed. Matchmaking will be cancelled if the party leader changes the playlist to a mode that a party member is not eligible for. Matchmaking will be cancelled if the party... Well, yeah. Fix an issue preventing Switch users from scrolling through all their emotes while in handheld mode. Resolved an issue that was sometimes slowing down controller players' turn speeds when running at high FPS. Address some audio issues with Phoenix kits. Entering the Fight Night ring in Olympus will no longer cause you to experience glitches with gunfire audio. Yeah, because when you got out of the boxing ring, the Fight Night ring, you can't even hear anything. So yeah, I'm glad they fixed that. Solved a performance problem caused by having large numbers of friends via stream and or origin. Knocked Legends can now open the inner door inside explosive holds as normal. Your scope sight should no longer flicker when ADSing using the Bokek bow while riding a trident. Similarly, above, ADSing with the Bokek bow while riding a zipline should no longer cause flickering. Resolved an issue that is preventing ping VO from playing at a distance from the teammates. Fixed an issue that sometimes prevented players from joining a friend's lobby when using the join button from the friends tab. Solved an issue that was preventing respawn beacon audio from triggering properly. Fixed some buttons with weird hitboxes in the clubs tab. Rejecting invites from the clubs tab should now work as expected. Fixed an issue from sometimes preventing loot from appearing as expected in death boxes. The consumables interface should no longer show up in the podium screen. Resolve a rare bug that allowed you to use a shield battery every when shields were full. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Fix an issue preventing some colorblind settings from appropriately changing the color for enemy HP bars. Colorblind settings are now properly applied to trackers in the Legendaries tab, or in the Legends tab. Address an issue that sometimes caused the ring to become silent for recently respawned players. Solve the bug with Death UI becoming down to players who reconnected early in the match. The random music pack should no longer play default music on the match summary screen for the lobby. Fix some Fix some VFX issues with legendary knockdown shields. Well, alright. Well, that is it for all the updates, especially for arenas. That is a lot of problems for arenas. And then we'll pause it right here, just so you guys can get that. You can also pause that too right there. Weapon balance updates. We don't went over that. We went over the maps. Okay, that's all the patch notes. So, guys, have a good one.